Welcome to Draftula, was it deck building? I think a deck building castle game? I'm 100% wrong about what's going on. No, this was the Tetris game. The year is something 40. Count Draculas has returned. He will wreak havoc on this world until mankind can find a hero to stop him. But first, he must build his castle. That's where I come in. So that was the Tetris game. I'm getting confused with the games that I have. This is a Tetris-esque game where we build our castle and we have the different blocks here. You have 7 rooms left in your pool and you have 10 coins. So what do we have here? We have the catacombs. When a room is built directly above this one, gain 2 gold. Seems good. Rampart, when built, gain 3 gold. It's also a roof, so I cannot build anything on top of that. And the tower, also roof, stands tall and imposing. Let's do that first. And right there. So that's good. The foyer. Every time a room is placed adjacent to this one, gain 1 gold. I can do this here. That way I get some gold out of that as well. The bridge overhang. Great way to crossing gaps. I don't know if I need that. I could make the tower over top here. Or just do that. I'm not sure that's useful to me. But I get the coins from the catacombs out of that. But I spend 3 to gain 2 and it doesn't really do me any good. I don't want to have any of those. Let's reroll. There we go. That's better. Heavy chest. When all the cells on this row have been filled, gain 3 gold. That sounds really good. Let's do that. We gain something from here. We have the spiral staircase. When a room is built directly above this one, gain 3 gold. That one synergizes beautiful with that. I take it. When built, shares the secrets of this world. Let's do this here. Groundskeeper notes. Number 1. While the mechanism of the castle seems to change, the height of its power can only be achieved once the tower is 20 high. It's hard to know for certain, but only then will I be able to escape this accursed cycle. Okay. So I need to build this above 20 so that I get to the throne room. When built, gains gems equal to how high this is. Building the throne room completes your castle. Also can hold rooms. That's not bad. When the cells to its left and right are filled, gain 2 coins. Okay. And the hallway. Feels like it stretches on forever. It's not really a good thing. I'm gonna throw that one down there. And you know what? We're gonna hold those. That seems like a fair thing. Now we could do that. It yet again doesn't feel like a lot, but I get some coins out of that. I have 3 coins left, which is not good. Okay, let's do that. I'm not really a fan of it, but I need to. I could do that. I cannot. Oh, because of the bridge, I cannot build anything above of that. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna have to build that. And then let's get some gems out of that. Because that's all I can do. New tallest castle. It's an okay castle, let's be totally honest. Oh. Well, it seemed pretty easy to take down. Welcome to the shop. Here you can use gems to purchase more rooms that will be added to your room pool when building a castle. That sounds good. A large statue, treasure when built, gain gold equal to how tall this row is. That sounds fun. Oh, do I just buy the whole stack there? Okay, so with that 5 stack, I would get the Happy Frog statue. It's a treasure. Every time a room is placed along this row, gain 1 gold. This frog fills you with happiness. That's a good one to get rather early on for a row. When the 2 shall meet, sigil left. The dark power shall pierce the heavens. So I need sigil right for that one. Interesting. Slime, monster, when built, gain gems equal to the number of rooms adjacent to this one. It's also technically not bad to get some gems. So that one would just overall help me with gems here. Room, go to the number adjacent to this. Also gold. 3 gems. Rooms cannot be built adjacent to this one. This is potentially more. I'm gonna go for that one. And then we start the night. So we have more rooms. Oh yes! As I was saying, a good one to start it off with. Then we also partake some wisdom. Okay, we don't get that. Food. That one is left and right. Gain gems equal to the number of rooms adjacent to this one. So with that one right now, let's do that. And then I get another one here. And I get my 3 for that. I'm gonna go ahead and behold that one. Here we go. And I don't have money anymore. I played this apparently really bad. We built this here. We get the coins. We do that. There we go. Get a little bit of something. Just to get one more coin. Then the spiral staircase. That should be good. Coins everywhere. This one will not be able to get done. But whatever. I get 1 coin for that. And we built that here. I should have built it over so I could have placed it there. Gosh dang it. Because I cannot place this here anymore. Yeah, I played that one dumb. Well, anyway. Tower. It's not that much bigger. Or is it? Height 7? No, it's not bigger. Dang it. Well, there he comes. The prick. And he's tearing it down again. I don't like that one. Ooh, we have a terrace, roof and overhang. When built, gain gold equal to how high this is. Okay. Then the bridge and the Medusa head. When built, gain 6 gems. You cannot build any other rooms on this row. So that's a finishing one. So I struggled a little bit. We're gonna take that one. Let's start the night. So how tall this row is. So that one needs to be late. When built, gain gold equal to the room number of rooms adjacent to this one. So we're gonna start this one off here. Then we just have the hallway there. There we go. Oh wait, I shouldn't have played that right now. That was dumb. So we do that one. That's what I thought it was. I messed that one up. That was me. There we go. That's not too bad. I can't just do this here, because that gives me coins for that. If I do that one right here, I only get 2 gems. But I take that because it's right now not too bad. We do that. I could do the overhang like that. That's not too bad. Then we can do... I have 2 coins left. Okay, I have an idea. I have a weird idea. That one, we get coins for those things. Once we build something on top of that, we get coins. With that one, we get stuff out of it. So we're good there. I can go ahead and do that. Doesn't do anything. Rooms cannot be adjacent to that, but that's okay. We get those coins. We do that. We get some coins out of this one. We build this one as high as possible. Oh, and I can do that one. That's not bad. Okay, so I can just go ahead and do that. It doesn't do anything. Well, whatever, we're going up there. Way above. New tallest castle. We're doing okay. We're getting up there. I wonder if now my limit is increased on how high I can build. Because if it's not, then we are running in a little bit of a problem. But whatever, we're gonna figure that out. So I can only buy one thing. So it's not necessarily a thing that I like, but... even for the gems it wouldn't be bad, but the other things I'm not too sure about. I'm just gonna take it because why not? Oh, that one I need 25. So that we can combine the eyes. Okay. Rooms adjacent to that. So that one I need to build later. So let's start this one off here. And get you here. We're gonna place that one in hold because we don't need that right now. Make that. We get some coins out of that. Actually, that's bad. We wanna do this at least twice. Then we can place you in here. Because that's not bad. Then none of the things that I have are worth it, so let's just do that. That is also adjacent to this one, so we're gonna do that. We can place the coin there. We can get some sage wisdom. I want to build this one as high as possible again. So I can do this one. It doesn't allow me to connect anything to that, but if it's down there, I do not care. Then I can just do that for some coins. Every time a room is placed, so we're gonna do that. Then what do you, when all the cells... Okay, I might not be able to do that, but I get a coin for that. I can do that, we're fine. Can I? I cannot take any of them into hold because I can't afford them. That's dumb and bad on my part. But whatever. Beautiful. It's not the tallest tower, but... come in and wreck it. I'm so close. We're at 23. That's the only thing that's a little bit of a shame. Oh, there's more. A slime monster. And the armory. When built, gains 2 gold for every active monster room on the board. That's fun. So we have the giant. Every time a room is placed on this column, gain 1 gem. You cannot place rooms to its left or right. So we're gonna play this later. Tower and the balcony can only be built if it doesn't share a row with any other room. Interesting. We're gonna just get that. It doesn't matter. I might not get there anyway. So this one, because right off the get-go, that seems like a good one to have. Then we can close that one up. Build the spiral there. So we finish all of that. And let's do this. Can I place rooms to the left or the right? If I... wait, that's a roof. We don't want to do that. I'm gonna... oh, because I buy them. Ugh. So like that. I'm having some really, really bad stuff here. Anyway, I'm gonna do that. Gold equal to the rooms adjacent to this one. I cannot build adjacent to this one. I have bad stuff. I'm gonna take that because we need coins. That's just how it is. We're gonna do that. Again, we need coins. Then I can throw that one in there. Totally fine. Sure, why not? Cells to the left and right. We might be able to do that. If I just do that and that, not really a fan. Yet again, I'm not really a fan of how I built this, but that's just how it is. That one's interesting for the next turn. We're gonna do that. There we go. Roof. Don't know if I need. You gain 1 gem every time is built on the column. So if I do that, I gain a gem. So kind of want to do that then. When build gains 6 gems, you cannot build any other rooms in the row. We're gonna do that. When build gain gems equal to the number of rooms adjacent to this one. So we want to build this somewhere else. That's totally fair. Oh, interesting. Okay, but that can't go. Okay. I wonder how I can get more reach. Also, it seems like I can build below it, which is weird. I can build this here. We get some coins out of that. I can do that. I wonder. I can. Okay. This one I cannot build anywhere anymore, so we're fine. I cannot build this anywhere, so we're just gonna build this one up there. That's as high as I could build it right now. Height 11. I need to get it somehow to 20 according to the epitaph. Which I'm curious to see how I can do this, because right now I don't get any height upgrades. But we made a lot. So let's get that. And we start the night, because now we have the 2 thingies. I hate the tower. We're gonna take that one into hold. That one, perfect. We take the frog, because why not? Equal to the rooms adjacent to this one. So if I do that and that, we get a lot of money out of that one, so we're fine. Then we build up there. You come here. I'm gonna do that. It doesn't matter too much at this point anymore. I hate what I have going on, if I'm gonna be totally honest. Just gonna finish that one off there. I cannot build above that. Still don't like that. Let's do that. We take the golem. Well, I don't care if I cannot build to the left or right of that, because I cannot build there anyway. I need to reroll because I don't have anything. Up. And up. So technically with that we can go all the way up there again, if need be. I cannot build this, can only be built if it doesn't share a row with any other room. Oh, okay, so that would need to be built sooner. Gives me 6 gems, I cannot build anything in that row anymore. Let's do that. I hate what I have going on. Could do that. But what does that do for me? Reroll. Let's get some food and let's do that. There we go. You've completed the moon sigil. You will now be able to build rooms upward forever. As you get higher, rooms at the bottom rooms at the bottom will stop activating any passive effects and can no longer be built on off. Okay, the sigil and epitaph rooms have also been removed from your pool. Ah, I think I get that. Okay, so let's do that. Groundskeeper notes 2. I seem to have hit a dead end. I know 20 is my goal, but something is keeping me from building the castle even higher. I suspect it has something to do with those sigils, but I haven't been able to figure it out. But if it's those sigils that you mean, I figured that out. That was not too difficult for me. Let's do that so I can overhang. I can do that, gain some coins with that, and I can do that again, gain some coins with that. Mimic. Actually, I can do that. Then we can do the mimic. Dang it. Wait, can I? Okay, I can do that. I can do the Medusa here. I get more gems. That's all I get for that. It's totally fine by me. We need some gems. We need some rooms. Now all we have to do is build up. We're so close to doing that. Hello, hero. I really wonder what happens once we get to 20. But we should be there. No problem. What do we have here? A cockatrice. When built, gain 2 gems. Cannot build any rooms on directly on top of its tail. So I cannot build on the tail, but everywhere else. I have a scaffold. It's kind of strange, sure. And the fortune teller. When built, any adjacent rooms are re-added to your... Technically not bad. And there's a coffin. Okay, let's take the cheaper one first. And we try to get up. So all we really try to do now is build up. Let's put you in here. I don't like that one. Not that early at least. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Then I can do this here because now I don't suffer from that. You for every active monster room on the board when built. So I don't want to do that just yet. Let's do that. That way we get some gold from the entrance. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do that. We gain some gold. I can do the mimic here. There we go. The gold room. Technically I should have, well, whatever. I don't like what I have going on again. Reroll. We can do that. That's good. We built that one up. We cannot build anything else in this room, which we couldn't anyway. For everything that's adjacent, we get gems. That's also not bad. We're gonna do that. And now we're out of gold. That one is just top. There we go. We get some coins for that. We can do that. Wait, those are all gems. Dang it. Well, we're gonna get some gems in that case. We really didn't get the money rooms, which... Well, whatever. Doesn't matter. We didn't get that far. Come in, hero, tear us down. We didn't even get enough gems to do anything else now. That sucks. Okay, next run. Technically all I want to do is get as high as possible. So... Wait, hold on. To the left and right if we do that, but that's for... Okay, we do that, then that. Because that's not a bad idea. That one gets coins. Once the whole row is done. Get you out of here again. Gosh dang it. Let's just do that. You get some coins for that. That one's just easy to fill everything up down there. I hate the mimic. I'm not a fan of what I have going on for myself. Okay, that's good. We can do that. And then I can work technically with an overhang. Do that, get more gems. Get even more gems because we need those at this point. I only get gems! Okay, we need overhang at this point, otherwise we cannot build anything. There we go. You give me gold, so we place that one over top of Medusa. We have a lot of active monsters. That's good. More overhang, we need those. Build up. We build up. When build can... That's good right here. Cannot build anything else on this row. But just build this up here. Technically, I don't care. That's okay. Oh, that was actually a really stupid spot to place that in. Let's do that. Got some coins out of that. Get some more out of this. Gosh dang it. I really thought I had something going on there this time, but I didn't. Only 12. I have so much less platforms, tools, than I thought I had. And that is mostly because I lost some of these when we transferred forward. Ooh, I can get a lot of stuff now. Bottomless pit, 6 gold for that. In general, when a room is built, I gain gold. When this gets disabled, gain 5 gold, so I would need this soon. In the clock tower, roof, when a room is built and this room does not share its row with any other room, gain 1 gold, okay. Balcony, to gain height, and lookout, can only be built on the ends of the grid. That's interesting. So for height, that one would be good, but I'm gonna take this one. Yes, we don't have the cockatoos. I know. So, we're starting this one off a little bit more interesting. Let's start it off with this one. Let's just get high. And then I can make the overhang. This just screams when it gets disabled, which would have been really good early on. This would need stuff next to it, but I don't have stuff next to it, so we're just building up. Cannot do anything with that. I'm gonna go for the Medusa head, more coins in general. I wish I could build you, but I cannot. Yeah, well, I have nothing else that I can do. This was mostly just to get a little bit higher. Okay. Also, kinda sorta built just so that we get some gems. This is not really a castle, it's more of a tower. It's like Slay the Spire, technically, what we did there, which is a fun game. Got a second part. Really need to check that out. So let's get the cockatrice. I hear you screaming at me that I should have got cockatrice, and there we go. Any adjacent rooms are re-added, so we want to keep that one for later. So we do that right off the get-go. Let's do that. Technically. But that would be bad. Let's do that for a gem. The coffin gets money every time a room gets built. So we do that. The endless pit. Bottomless pit. Can I build? I can build on top of that. Good. There we go. This one needs to be up top. Let's just build you here because I don't think we're gonna be down here anymore. Let's have you here, my little frog friend. I did not want to place you right there, but whatever. Like there. Treasure. Beautiful. Yeah, I placed the frog really, really stupid, but technically, any adjacent room, that one, I get these two reshuffled, which I think is okay. I can do that because I have a lot of monsters already on the field. That's good. Oh, a scaffold can be built on top of roofs. Hold on, we're gonna do that one. Ooh, wait, that's... Kinda wanna try to get this up to a 3 again. But then the bridges would be good. I'm gonna keep the... But this thing, we can do that, that's not bad. You can overhang, so that's good for me. There we go, that's good. There we go, that's what I wanted. We're gonna do that. And then I can make the scaffold. And then because we have the scaffold, I can go ahead and do an overhang here. And here, ooh, boy. Then we have a big 3 room. We do the Medusa head, because why not? Does technically not matter where I built this. There we go, we do that. Ooh, technically the rampart would also be good. Actually, I messed it up. Well, whatever. We're gonna go up now. And then we're gonna go up. You're not gonna do me any good anymore, but you. And you. You will. Can I place you down somewhere? I cannot. Shame. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We are above 20. Let's see what that means. Height 24. Oh. Are we going into space? We are going into space. At the height of its power, the castle soared high above the clouds. Some say you can still sometimes see it in the night sky. You have escaped your fate. I built a rocket ship. And we can buy the last of this. I enjoy this. You have won times. Oh, you won. Thanks for playing. I hope you enjoyed this little game. There's a pic of a mecha built recently. Let me know what you think in the comments. Happy Halloween. That's a sweet looking mech. Bit of a spindly arm that it has here, but other than that, really nice. I think that was a real fun game. And just because I bought some extra rooms, I might play this again for myself. And just because I want to build the most sick looking castle. Just be fair, that is a fun idea. I love this. Kind of would like for that to expand a little bit and just have a sandbox mode where you can just build a cool castle. But other than that, really a big fan of that. Enjoyed it and hope you did too. See ya next time when we may not build another castle. Who knows?